What up, Sneaker Cash fans? It's your boy, Sneaker Prince for Life. I'm here to bring you an exclusive video, man. So this video today is about your boy and how I fell in love with sneakers, right? So let's get it started. The year was 2004, right? So what happened in 2004? Eli Manning won his first championship. Janet Jackson titty popped out in the halftime show. I remember that shit. My mom covered my eyes. Facebook just like really launched. The motherfucking College Dropout came out, boy. It's still one of Kanye's best albums. I don't care what nobody said, right? So Eli Manning got traded or drafted from what I think Ole Miss to the Chargers. His final episode of Frasier. So 2004 was a very important year. Well, not just for me, but you know, for a lot of people too. I think it was Massachusetts was the first to actually legalize same-sex marriage or something like that. Yeah, I mean that's important for you people. Martha Stewart went to jail. I think that's pretty much it. But the year was 2004, so I was in the 9th grade, right? Yeah, boy, wasn't this handsome in 9th grade. I was a loser. People didn't like me. I got teased all the time because of my clothes. My parents were buying my clothes. So I was wearing Old Navy still in high school, wearing Old Navy. Goddamn, some fresh Timbs, you know, the red and gray ones, and some motherfucking Old Navy sweaters. Cause yeah, I was a fucking mess, bro. So the crazy thing is that at that time, we lived in Fort Washington, Maryland. Now, a lot of people don't know that's, you know, the DMV area, but it's like outside of DC. So we lived there. I went to Friendly High School. Shout out to Friendly. After that, we were moving. So when we were moving, we ended up moving to Sea Pleasant, DC. And a lot of people know how Sea Pleasant is. You know, people get shot. It's crazy. Yeah. So we moved to Sea Pleasant. We moved in with my aunt, right? So I ended up having to go to fucking, what was it? Forestville High School like the next year for my 10th grade year, because Forestville was like a military school. It fucking sucked. But my pops was trying to keep me away from Suitland because Suitland people's fucking crazy. But what ended up happening is my parents would have to drive me from DC all the way back out to Maryland because they wanted me to finish out my 9th grade year. So my gear was still whack as fuck, man, and it was like the end of the fucking school year. So I was like, man, fuck, what am I do? You know, and one day, went and used my aunt's bathroom. We weren't really supposed to. But, you know, I went and used my aunt's bathroom, and as I passed the bathroom, I see this closet. And in the closet, my older cousin, Nate, he had kicks in there, he had clothes in there, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, you know what I'm saying? If only I could fucking ask him if I could wear it. But, like, I never, like, saw him. Because he didn't, I don't think he lived there at the time. And you know what I'm saying? Or he really worked a lot because he was always, you know, I saw him every once in a while. But I want to ask him, like, yo, can I wear your shoes and shit like that? So, bro, one day I went for the gusto, baby. I just took a pair of my man's shoes, boy. I took a pair of my man's shoes. And this is the first time that I knowingly wore Jordans. Now, I want to suspect that my parents probably bought me Jordans, you know what I'm saying, when I was younger or whatever, but I ain't really know about it. I was really into Nikes. I was wearing Huaraches. I was wearing like some crazy Nikes that back in the day in middle school, I was getting clowned for, but now niggas want to wear them. Really? Everybody like, oh, these old school Nikes, these old school Shaqs, these old school Pennies, these old school freaking Gary Paytons, and now, you know what I'm saying, it's like dope, but back then it wasn't dope to nobody because everybody was still on the Jordan team, you know? So I looked in his closet, and he had a couple pairs, but it was one certain pair that he had that just stuck out to me. And it was the Air Jordan Playoff 8s. The Air Jordan Playoff 8s, man. Now, the thing that like really got me about this shoe was the inside, because of all these crazy 90s colors, you know what I'm saying? These crazy 90s colors. You know, this is like what people wore on jackets, on hats, on socks. Man, everybody wore colors like these in the freaking 90s. So, you know, these first released in 1993, but it was 2004. And then these didn't even re-release until 2007. So the pair that I took from him, or I didn't take him, but the pair that I borrowed from him was OGs, dog, and I didn't know. So I wear some regular bum jeans, whatever. There's probably Old Navy. Thanks, Ma. Thanks, Pops. But there's probably Old Navy. So I wore like this little, I think it was a Dada hoodie, or it was some local shop in DC or whatever that he got it from or whatever. It had like the same kind of crazy colors as this had on there, right? So at that time, my dad had this Ford Explorer. Now I don't know. I want to say it was like 2002, 2004. Not sure, but it was around that era, so it was fairly new. My man had that joint on 24-inch chrome rims, boy. Windows tinted, bass bumping in that bitch, nigga. Shit was loud, I'm telling you. So, mind you, I told you I was a loser at school. Nobody really knew me. All my middle school friends was like, oh, he's the fucking funny dude. But they all went and, started doing their own thing. And I remember this chick, right? Motherfucking Jalissa, bro. Like, she just like, we was talking in middle school, and then when we got to high school, she started messing with my best friend. It's kind of fucked up because I was trying to dig her, and she like left me in my locker or whatever, like looking like a little sad little puppy dog and shit. But it's all good, no hard feelings, because nigga doing well now, and I looks good. I looks way better. But nonetheless, back to the story, right? So we pull up in the truck. You know what I'm saying? And it's coming to the end of the school year, so people still didn't really know who I was. They knew me because I had gotten a fight earlier that year, but they didn't really know who I was. So my dad pulls up in the truck, and school hadn't opened yet. The door was still closed. So, everybody be crowded out front. So I'm sitting in the car. My dad is just like, hey, man, it's coming up on the end of the school year. You're going to be in another school. Just ride it out. I know that this is a long trip from, D.C. to drive out here to take you to school, but, you're going to be in another school year, then you're going to be in another school, and then, we're going to go to another part of Maryland, northern part of Maryland later on. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Now, as we're talking, I didn't notice that people were gravitating towards the truck because they was trying to see who was in the truck. And I didn't know. So, me, the dude that people didn't know, or they knew for fighting and I was a loser, man, I opened that damn door and I stepped out, and people's eyes was like, who the fuck is that? Bro, when they saw me, everybody was like, oh, this nigga. Oh. And like, it's crazy because in that very moment, I was embarrassed, but at the same time, I was like, damn, motherfuckers noticed who I was. So like, the rest of the day, people kept saying, yo, nice sneakers. Yo, this some dope sneakers. Yo, where you get those? And me, I'm lying like shit. Like, oh, yeah, what I'm saying? I just bought these or whatever. I had them just sitting on the shelf. I just decided to bring them out. I didn't want to do it at the first day of school, you know what I'm saying? Because them motherfuckers going to think that I was stunning. I just wanted to bust out on them later on. So that kind of made me fall in love with just the love for sneakers that people have, you know what I'm saying? And one thing that I love is seeing people from different states wearing sneakers because they wear them in different ways. Some people roll their jeans up at the bottom. Some people just let their jeans sit. Some people do different things, So that's kind of what made me fall in love with sneakers. And after that, I was a fucking monster, man. After that, I was trying to get a job. I was trying to get money. I'm asking my parents, like, yo, I'm on honor roll. Can I get some kicks? You know what I'm saying? And they ended up getting me a damn sidekick, too, the fucking flip chick. And I ended up getting it taken because I was on punishment. But this is the point, okay? The point is that was the initial time that I fell in love with fucking sneakers, man. And this sneaker started it all, man. The motherfucking playoff 8s, bro. When these came back out, I think they came out like, I want to say, when these came back out, I forgot when these came back out, but when they came back out, man, I had to get them. I was like, yo, I have to get these. It was in the last couple of years, but when they came back out, I was like, man, I got to get these for this story right here. So like, these joints still clean, you know what I'm saying? I love them. I can still kiss the bottoms. I don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? All of that, but it's been another episode of Sneaker Cash. I appreciate y'all listening. I appreciate y'all time. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. You can catch me on Facebook, Sneaker Cash on Facebook. You can catch me on Instagram, sneaker_prince_for life, baby. Holla at me. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend.